Welcome gamers to another One Piece Bound Treasure video. So in today's video, we're looking at the two EX attackers that released this year. As you saw with the title, I think they're definitely the most underwhelming class of EX they released this year. I mean, they're good, right? But not like game-breaking good as we expected from previous releases. Like the first EX attacker was like Blue Shanks, right? He was, I think, about the same level as Zoro and Shanks. It's just at this time there was no other EX except Blackbeard. But once other attackers like came in, like Green Rayleigh, the Red Sabo, he was falling off pretty quick. But with Zoro and like Yamato, like both of them, they never even touched the top spot, like in being the best unit in the game, even when they first released. They're still good. Like Zoro has been, in the list pretty consistent, like a top 5 unit. I mean, for pretty much the whole year. But Yamato, on the other hand, she has had it a lot, worse. I mean, I'm not saying like who is better here, but like when it comes to Zoro, is like better across all colors, definitely. But there is certain characters that he does struggle against, but there's no character that can like fully beat him, like no diff or anything like that. When it comes to Yamato, she can have many counters, like almost any like green attacker or anyone who nullifies a frostbite. Just is a massive headache for her. For Zoro, also status effects are a problem for him since his skill 2 and like as his base traits don't like nullify anything, so like he's pretty much suffering in terms of that part. But against anyone, like what makes Zoro like last so long, like he's the most, I think, like the most tankiest character that's not a defender, definitely. So that's what makes him like his stocks as a attacker pretty good, and having that revive is pretty great. But the thing is that his range, his skills, they could have been a bit better, because he just feels like hard to control the game. Now with this queen, this was a clutch moment, man. You will see what happens, but it could have went anyway. So I panic dodged there against that queen, and against the gear 5, and then he launched the Kaminari, and then the king knocked me back, and look at that. He was going to that spawn flag, but there's nothing he can do to stop me. Without his shock skill, gear 5 just had to watch that match slip away. And that was like my first game or two I recorded with Zoro. This is insane. Like, I got Zoro games of like horrible maps, the 1000 Sunny and the Saboady Day, like which are not attacker maps, but Zoro, if you know how to play his trades and work well, like with his fixed damage, changing color, and just getting that attack buff consistently, being as tanky as possible, being the right color, you will do good. Now then there's a Hybrid Yamato. Hybrid Yamato is a special case. Like you really want to target red units, or the ones that don't nullify frostbite, like the Shanks, the claw side of like the law, and then the K5 Luffy, of course. So if you target them, you will do well with Hybrid Yamato. Like those albers, and big moms, they just fall onto you. And sometimes those non-stack gear 5s or gear 5 rollers that are still like no support, you can do pretty good damage to them. Like you see Big Mom and that would be a problem for gear 5, definitely. But Yamato like takes them out to no diff. Like you think I'm struggling here, but nah. It's me who has the upper hand. If that aimed at Albert there, I would have had a pretty good. He got the perfect dodge there, but since Yamato's normals do like 4 hits, there's nothing you can do. Getting the perfect dodges, 2 bar connection, it's good enough for me actually. So the team's wiped out. Like Yamato, like if we get that proper matching, there's less green shanks, less gear 5, less laws, because the thing is Yamato does not have an attack buff, so she does struggle against defensive buff characters. That's another thing. I don't know. She's like the first attacker, EX attacker to not have an attack buff. on any trade or anything like that. So that's, yeah, pretty insane that they did that to her. Another thing, like, she doesn't have a heal except for the team boost, which is pretty good. Like, she has that recovery, the first EX attacker to have that HP recovery boost, because they shafted her on heals. Yeah, so we died there to that king because we couldn't target him with our skill 1 in time. But the team is holding things together. Yeah, bro, but I wanted quickly not to make him get that 80% gauge, because once I know he's like there, he will never fight Frostbite. But I knew that if I don't do that, he's dead meat. Yeah, defenders that rely on 80% gauge against Yamato, they're gonna suffer, bro. Like, this match was cooking me. Like, they can't do anything. They were even mad, like, I'm sure trying to take me out. There's Big Mom. I think I dodged a bit too early because I'm used to having terrible correction. So sometimes my dodge can be like a bit too early because I dodge knowing that I have leg, but sometimes I do get good connection. Okay. Good job, man. You cleaned them up. Even the card was happy there. Yeah, everyone is. So yeah, this is like a happy Yamato can do this. As long as you get that proper matching and maybe you have a good sub that can handle those units that Hyper Yamato can't, then you're good. Then we on this match, like, yeah, I was playing on horrible map for Zoro. I thought I was going to get like, bottom, like the last place on the score table, but no, he was actually doing pretty good. Now look at this mind game. Like, for me, right, like, as from my playstyle, I like to dodge, like, because people I know they don't like to fight. They like steering contests, which I don't like. I generally want to make people end the fights quickly. So we baited that law there. He fell into that mind game because I knew he was going to spend that skill. So yeah, it was pretty good. And look at this. Let's see Luffy. What is he doing? Maybe he's running away from Gear 5 Luffy. Look at this Gear 5 Luffy. I'm green. He could take me on, but he's running away. Thought he was gonna spam Kaminari there. Okay, we drop down. Yeah, we didn't adjust our camera there so we could see what happens. Yeah, sometimes when I play so I let that skill go too fast. Like, if they hit me, I could have changed color, got that attack boost, maybe kill that Gear 5 as well. And sometimes, yeah, you do need to be a bit patient with Zoro's skill. Depending on your HP, of course. But yeah, Zoro is fun. Like, as an attacker, he's fun. But like, I just don't like that how people use it. Right, perfect dodge, the 3 times. As long as it's not fighting units with status effects that are like they can kill you. Yeah, like cooking anybody with Zoro. Gear 5 is a problem if you like the opposite color, with a neutral color. This was a misplay. Since I was low HP, I should have realized I should have tried to perfect dodge it instead of use my skill tool there. But anyways, it all worked out. And look at this leg dodge, bro. And then the perfect dodge animation just triggered. Yeah, that was some funny stuff, bro. I was like, yeah, too bad, but my connection is still funny. Okay, well, Zoro killed us there. CMB 221. Nice. There's a Gear 5 here. 1-2, 1-2. Nothing can do. Dodge. He did this. Then leg Geary. Easy claps. Easy, easy, easy. And then, yeah, we just try to secure the match. Make sure they don't cap the mid flag or whatever flag that we need down that Sanji. And that is also pretty good. Like, Zoro's almost, I think they are number 1 or 2. It's between him and Hypercard. I don't think any unit comes close. Maybe Marineford Shanks is number 3 or 4, probably. But yeah, like, Zoro's normals are disgusting. Especially when he has step advantage. Like, nothing you can do. He nullifies every single thing. Yeah, so that's it for Zoro. Like, Zoro, still worth, but just the top 5 unit basically. Like, ever since his release. So he's never been better than Big Mom, better than the EX runners. He's never been better than EX defenders. So EX attackers this year are nothing like Green Shanks, nothing like Akainu. or Roger, basically. They just never hit that level. We'll see if the 5th anniversary changes that. I don't know how they'll make attackers broken again. But yeah, they are definitely like the US meta because they just one shot. Like you can see with Alba, imagine Alba was in EX. He would be cooking and destroying every single thing. And then he's tanky and all of that stuff. We don't know that. But the defender meta is also, it's disgusting, but it's better than attackers or runners. For sure. But the 150 gauge, it is toxic, man. Like when you get, those 2 gear 5s, 2 big mom, they're like filling the flags, they're all on the flags, there's nothing you can do. Especially when they know how to play, they know how to dodge and do all of those things, they can stall you. It's just like pointless, even with the runners that you can have. This gear 5, lucky there. The Solmas came in to save me from that Terminating, if I couldn't dodge it in time. He used the counter, I think. Yeah, and this is where I died, bro. The Yamato. A pretty good one. Then we respawn. It's pretty good. You can see like there's maybe 1 or 2 gear 5 in the IB Yamato like matches. That's what you need. That gear 5 got DC. So I just needed to cook him a bit there to make sure that it doesn't cause any problems for the team. Okay, he came back. He wasn't like DC'd and then he came back. Yeah, even if you dodge that, Yamato will still do enough damage to you. Bait the dodge. Easy stuff. Did the king cap because okay. The big mom just came there to die, bro. Yeah, I triggered that. I shouldn't have done that, definitely. Oh, nice dodging there from the king. I'm like, at the distance because I'm trying to secure this flag, but it seems the team... Okay, they're camping. They let the Solar Mask dominate. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe. Just try to see what happens with these characters in the 5th anime for sure. And I'll see you guys in the next video.